He's doing it again, dude.
Or are you?
He's looking at the mirror.
What's he doing? What is
he's
he
looking
doing?
at himself in the mirror. He's looking in the mirror skinwalker, and he's about to transform in the Harvest Moon.
What happened?
I'm telling you, dude. That dog ain't right. There's something wrong with him.
That dog.
Can I pet that dog?
He knows, dude.
That dog.
He knows too much. He's seeing the in between right now, dude. Look at him.
Can I pet that dog?
What talking about him, dude. Look, Daddy. He's like, shit, they're looking.
Sorry.
Stop.
I love him.
Take the camera off.
He's bald.
His eyes just start glowing.
Imagine.
The sync method that I thought about didn't really work.
Okay.
So I'm thinking of other ones.
Everybody do the favorite gun sound.
No.
Oh.
God damn it.
Everybody take a hit.
We're gonna count. We're just gonna count like 1, 2, 3, but we're gonna go me, then Lee, then Steve. You get me?
Oh, I got you. So that way, when you're all three of us, you'll like get us at 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna
go.
Hold on. I'm gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
2.
Oh my God! Never mind.
What the fuck was that? Here, let him be last. He's a little slow. He's a little slow. We can you than me.
You know what? This is fine. I don't give a fuck anymore.
The magic hour.
Go for it. You.
No, I. It's fine.
Go, Steve. You do the Steve. You say the number.
Well,
1, 2, 3, 4.
That still wasn't what I was talking about.
Isn't he supposed to say 1?
You know what?
Richard,
fine.
You say 1.
I did say 1.
2.
Okay, but you got to keep that same tempo.
Yeah,
okay?
So I was like 1, 2, 3, 4.
1.
No, you have to say 1,
2,
3. I'm explaining it. I didn't know you were gonna. Okay, go again.
No,
God
you
damn.
start.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
2,
3.
That's all right. That was it. That's how you wanted it done.
Were you? Was that in time with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. I thought.
No, I'm asking like Steve. When he said 3.
Like,
okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. It was just really delayed on my end, but okay, that makes sense.
Oh. All right.
All good.
Wow. We're so good at this.
No.
No.
I don't even think that's gonna work.
Took us 2 minutes to get nowhere.
Let's get everywhere.
Sick. I don't know. Now he's high.
Getting there.
Right. Anyway, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Heard from a Friend. We are your 3 favorite idiots. That last, I'm keeping all that in, by the way. That whole thing just shows how fucking stupid we are.
Master
let's see, he was fucking it up.
Mind, big brain.
No. Anyway, like we said last episode, if you haven't watched that, just to get self-promo shit out of the way really quick. If you like what you hear, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and ring the bell if you want to catch any of our other videos, because it is spooky season. So on top of the regular podcast, we should be starting to do some spooky gameplay stuff. I don't know what else we'll do, to be honest, but we'll probably put out like 1 or 2 extra videos out this month. So yeah, if you want to stay up to date with that, just make sure you ring the bell. And yeah, all their other socials are in the description. That's it. So what's up? How is you? We finally got a week break in between episodes.
That shit was brutal.
Yep. I don't know how people do it back to back like that.
Not pointing fingers.
We've pointed fingers 3 times, and each time we were like, fine. I didn't.
I did my part.
Cool.
I did my due diligence.
That part.
That part, but that.
What are you? It just looks like you have to pee.
In the milli what?
Is that like the Minecraft edition of it? What the fuck was that?
That's by Panda. Kung Fu Panda.
Just your Roblox edition?
Keep hitting my mic. Sorry, future Richard.
That's him with handcuffs on and like, please, mister.
Huh?
I don't know, bro.
Hey, big good boy.
Ew.
Oh God.
See, this is on you. I was like, I know he's gonna take it elsewhere.
Just went along with the bit. That's what he was talking about. He wasn't talking about.
I was, but I didn't think. You know what?
He didn't think it through. But in the sense of he didn't realize.
I didn't think you'd respond.
Yes.
Honestly. All right. My bad.
You know, I'm a down ass bitch.
Sick.
Down for the brown?
Have you ever actually been cuffed? I'm really curious now.
No. No.
Okay.
And like you might wait. No, I have not.
It's a yes.
Oh wait.
What could possibly be on like the?
Oh, just
like
not,
making you question if you have.
Well, because I have been asked before. That's why. So I was trying to remember because it was a very long time ago. So I was like, did I say yes or did I say no? I did say no because it was with someone that I was meeting for the first time. So I think that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
That's fair.
Know, that's
fair.
that's some
that's relationship shit.
That's some natural selection shit that it could have gone the other way if I was on the other side of.
I made a radio not simulation of you.
What is it? Finest of the fittest. What is it?
What? Finance of Freddy?
What's the saying for natural selection? The
listen. No, I know what it is, but I'm kind of curious as if you can get it.
I was like, what are you saying? FNAF?
FNAF. I love FNAF. I love Freddy. I love Five Nights. I play every time I come home from school. So much fun.
Widow Weep, my favorite game.
Widow my favorite game.
Ew.
Sorry about an R in game. Survival of the Fittest.
There you go.
Yeah, but that's
a song.
I think that's still not what I was trying to say either. I feel like it was something else. Maybe I'm thinking of
well,
like
if it's natural selection, then that's the same thing.
I guess. Yeah, I guess. Either way, but I was not.
He just wasn't an idiot.
Yeah, I wasn't on the other side of surviving. Basically, you know, my brain was very much locked in. And bitch, if you do that, you are stupid as fuck, and you deserve to die if that happens.
Or you're really fun.
I mean, if I trust you, I can be really fun. But if I'm meeting you for the first time and you're like,
I don't know, bro. You shared enough
trust issues.
You shared enough stories where I'm like, I don't think you know what being a survival. Yeah, I don't think so.
Can I ask how old were you when you were asked this?
He's like last year,
18, some shit like that. Yeah.
So you were an adult.
You've done.
Yes, but
you've done things. And I'm just like, that was the line?
You try, like,
no.
Like the first meeting is at somebody's house and nobody else knows you're there.
Okay. Fair.
Like,
but now you can find my iPhone and share shit with us.
Yeah, I just tell them, like I mentioned a couple episodes before, I'm like, oh, if I'm going somewhere that is like, this is kind of unsafe or not the best idea, then yep, send Steve a text for the most part. Like, hey, this is where I'm at. If you don't hear back from me by the end of the day, I died.
I reply like 4 hours later, my bad, bro, I was taking a nap.
Yeah, and then
you're okay.
At 3 a.m.
Well, when he responds, I'm usually like, oh, okay, no problem. I'm alive though, so.
I mean, I hope you're alive.
Because either way, even if he is gonna text me, well, no, if it's Steve, I think
I reply pretty quickly.
Yeah, don't ever. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, that's what I was saying though. It's like late night. You're dead sleep, brother. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's dead asleep.
Like you ain't get a response for another 4 hours, and then by the time you respond, Lee's slump, whether at his house or who knows where. I'm sorry.
Yes. Well, I was gonna say though is that was me back in the day for sure. Me now, if I text you like super late at night, we were out together, and I ended up somewhere else at the end of the night. If I wasn't with you guys or some shit like that. So because if it's super late at night, yeah, I don't have anyone to really go out with, or I do, but I'd rather not with some of them. Most of my friends are over there by you guys, and if not a little farther now, because some of them moved apparently. And then the other option is my engaged friend, and I don't know. She is drowning in puss, so I have no idea what she's doing, and I'm leaving her alone. let the lesbians lesbian, and let them engaged be engaged. You know.
Shout out to
Taco.
Shout out to lesbians. We know a couple of you, but yeah. Whenever it came down to stuff like that, not like I said, not back in the day that would happen.
My mom's
Nowadays,
telling me that she can't find miso. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh,
miso. But nowadays it's during the day, so
during the day activities.
Yes, that's usually what happens. I think that was the last time I sent. No, yes, I'm trying to think. I think it was.
I think
a message to you.
The last time I ever was like on some crazy shit like that, it was pretty late at night. I don't really. I mean, I don't in general. Just any of it.
I think
like you know what? I think I just grew out of the habit of like. And it's weird to say because it's funny. So funny enough, I was talking to Emily yesterday. I called her because I was like, "Hey, what's up, dude? Like, how are you?" You know, obviously, like when people ask me who she is, I'm like, "She's my little sister." Like, I see her as like a family member. You know.
Yes.
But we were just talking, and like I was catching her up on shit. But like she was like, "Yeah," she's like, she's like hearing your voice. She's like, "You sound so different." I was like, "What do you mean?" She was like, "Dude," she's like, a few years ago, like before, like even like the previous sex, like she was like, "You were like just." Out and about wilding. I was like, yeah. And then like, you know, I like after that, after like the whole breakup, like I was very, very on par, like just focused, just chilling.
Doing you.
Yeah. Respectfully. Where was he?
So we have somebody that moved in to the RV that we have in the back. And he's from Guatemala apparently. But point is, he came and he has like basically family over or whatever that he hasn't seen in a bit, and so they're eating out in the front yard, like they're having a little barbecue or something like that.
They ate the dog.
No,
this ain't fucking.
No, because my mom was like, I called him so many times and he's not coming. I'm like, what the hell? Like that's weird. So we went and go check, and bro's just there, like looking at
the just lady,
chilling. Like, give me food. I'm like, hey,
smart.
Get your little furry ass back here.
What
smart dog.
Little piggo.
Mm-hmm.
Fat dog.
So anyway, sorry for that.
It's okay. Glad that it worked out. We're just talking about being hoes and how he was talking to Emily, and Emily's like, yeah, you were like a ho, and he was like, call me Santa Claus, basically.
Dope.
Yep.
But I wasn't going down chimneys. I was going down bitches' throats.
Yep.
Wait, so have you ever been handcuffed?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
That's surprising.
I think why?
I feel like you've had long committed.
I've had fun experiences.
So I feel like for me, if something like that is gonna happen, unless it's like some like super level, like we met each other.
You've been fucking this person for like 2 years or a year?
That, or we met each other on like something that is the specific reason, and like when you do meet up with people like that on certain like places or whatever, for the most part, there's kind of a way to do it where you're supposed to make each other like feel safe, and you kind of like there's a decorum, and if that's not even happening, then I'm not even going to entertain the idea or the possibility. But the other option is I have to be in like a committed thing with someone, or like a long
that's fair,
like friendship, partnership, whatever it may be. So that's why with you, I would assume like, oh, this guy was like a serial monogamous for a hot minute, so I would assume that you would have done it at least once or something like that.
Serial monogamous.
Yeah.
What's it called? Obviously, like I've shared in the previous podcast, like the shit, I've been into, like I've done, and I'm for sure still into. But yeah, no, I just don't think handcuffs has ever really caught my.
I was gonna say, caught my attention. You never really came to mind as a person that would like be into that, like specifically, like that's what gets you off or anything like that.
Yeah,
not that I think obviously, you know
what gets me off.
Yeah, I wish, dude. What's it
called? No, I think if like the idea, I think if the idea fucked, if the idea presented itself,
they fucked.
I think if the idea presented itself, then I'd be off for it. Why not? Like I think at this point it's safe to say like I am not like I'm not a stickler to having fun with a partner.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's not that you would say no. It's just that you wouldn't bring it up because that's not necessary for you. Like,
yeah, it's not.
For some people, that's their whole thing. They really like bondage. They like shibari or whatever it is. Right?
Yeah. Do you know it's funny that like I think like and I never thought it would happen to me. Mm-hmm. Like funny enough, I feel like when it comes to like anything sexual, like I need an emotional connection more than anything now. And then all the fun kink shit kicks in. Like I'm so away from like just the hookup culture in general.
That's fair.
That like it doesn't really like call my attention to like I don't know. I feel like it's such a what happened.
I'm just thinking about like the comparison between Stevie and I. I'm talking to somebody, not anything serious or anything like that. We just started talking to like some messaging or whatever, and
straight dick pics.
We're just so into like the same things, and like I could tell that there's like a mutual connection. But for me, when stuff like this happens and it's just like this casual thing, then it's like such a turn off. I hate it. I hate any type of real connection with anyone that I meet online for shit like this.
It's like not fucking.
Yeah. I just that's why I'm like,
that's fair.
Not that I can't picture myself like wanting that and like getting to that point at some point, but it's I don't know. I just nobody that I meet that feels more like if I feel like they're more into me than I'm into them, then it's never really gone anywhere beyond a one-time meeting, even if it's like
do you like the chase more than being chased?
Yes and no. Yes, in the sense of like I like that vibe, but no in the sense of I don't want to feel like I'm wasting my time or that you think that like you're better than me or something like that. Like I don't want 50-50, but I also want 50-50. Like it's like this thing where it's like I like the chase, but like when we're kind of having fun or when there's that like we're both in that space of like let's egg each other on or something like that. I don't mind that shit, but
don't get me wrong. When I mention
like, I don't know.
When I say emotional connection, it's not like I have to be in love with you. It's like there just has to be some sort of connection already, like something built towards that.
Yes, and my brain is like. This guy was responding to my messages just fine 30 minutes ago, and now he seems too into it.
Suspicious.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Salchicha.
Am I not gonna meet up and hang out? No. Am I going to? Yeah, most likely, because this does sound fun. So
yeah, but like I don't know. I like as I've gotten older, I think I used to be about the chase for sure, and eventually I was just like, this shit is boring, bro. Like I was like, I'm just tired of this shit. Like, but I think also it's because I've been so like I think I just been so focused on like so many other things. Like obviously, like we've been in the works for a couple of things of our own things, and I've been like doing my own thing for a while now, and focus on myself and like obviously like all the other extra shit that we've talked about on like previous podcasts. I just don't find it like a worth the time to like chase nothing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think I get what you're saying. I've always kind of been chased. Like I preferred the chasing. I don't know what it is when somebody's a little that shit. When somebody's a little too like interested or like obsessive. I guess I'll call
like
it.
A challenge.
But even in my head, yeah, because it's like in my head, I think it's obsessive, but other people would probably just be like, bro, they just into you type of thing. I'm like, yeah, but that just seems weird. Like, I don't know.
I think I'm kind of the same a little bit, but for my thing, I'm aware because I don't think it's the same for you. For me, it's like when there are moments, and I've had those moments where I'm like, okay, this isn't so much. Well, kind of. I felt like in the beginning, it kind of enters this even playing field, and when I can tell that my comments or whatever feelings or vibes are being reciprocated by somebody else. It's like, okay, you know, it kind of depends. Like I'm more into like the chase than I think being chased. But when it's almost even, I'm like, okay, maybe not. So this last time I was like, let me give it a shot. But my thing is, and I think this is why I don't do it, because I don't like the way that I kind of get subconsciously at some point. Now that I'm aware of it, I'm pretty sure I'll be more on top of it next time. But I kind of just feel like I'm constantly looking for not validation, but confirmation that we're still into each other, because I'm very vocal, very verbal, very communicative when it comes to stuff like that. Like if I like you, or if I'm into you, or if I want to do something, like anything that's on that kind of plane or whatever, I'm pretty vocal about it. So unless you're the same or you're kind of close to that, it's kind of tough for me. Then I just need, I get in my head, and then it becomes me nagging you, kind of. I feel like it's just not fun.
Well, it's fair to obviously want confirmation, because, you know, people, you never know what anybody's really thinking all the time.
I think everybody personally needs that too.
Right. And then the whole meme of it is just like that women are always kind of looking for that confirmation, like, oh, you still love me? Like, would you love me if I was blah, blah, blah? Would you love me if I was blah,
I was
blah,
a worm?
Yeah, exactly.
Would you?
No.
I'd feed you to like my birds.
You're a worm, dude.
Do you know who's ever answered that question right? Women.
Good. Don't care.
Wait, what?
Okay, hold on. In a friendship standpoint, I'll keep you as a pet. Sure.
That should be the answer every time.
No, because it's like,
what if you love me?
Why the fuck would I just?
And I became an earthworm. I put you in a tank, in the best earthworm tank, and I would take care of you, and I'd love you.
I'd give you to that one stinky kid who likes playing with fucking bugs.
He's gonna throw me into an anthill and watch me just get decimated.
Okay, so my thing is like, what if it's somebody that you like romantically, like girlfriend, whatever, and they're like, would you still like me as a worm? I'm like, not really, not in the same way, because it's like, bro, I like you enough that I want to kiss you and do things with you.
I like you enough like that, right?
I'm not about to do that shit with a worm.
I like you enough to actually answer this question. That should be good enough, bitch.
I think what's the theory of that? Like it just falls into like, no matter like what I was, no matter like who I am, like, would you still love me?
Kind of.
Is that the entire thing?
I think
but it's more playful now, saying like, oh, if I was a worm,
seriously, which I feel like, I'm pretty sure
I feel like a lot of people do.
There are some portion of people, but I don't think that's the majority. I think the majority, it starts off as like this cutesy question of like, would you still love me if I was an earthworm?
Yeah.
And if the answer is no, but it's not delivered in the same energy or like the same kind of vibe, like, dude, the micro analysis that happens with it, I think that's why people are like, those questions are stupid because all you end up doing is getting mad. It's like, yeah, because you're not paying attention to how the fuck you're answering the question. It doesn't depend.
I'd be like, yeah, I'd still love you.
Actual answer,
I'd buy a frog and feed you.
The delivery and the context. Like, how are you saying? How are you doing?
I would supply you to the life cycle.
That's the thing, is like, because obviously this whole fucking question really gears more towards the girl's more emotional side of, can they reciprocate that same emotional type of response or like talk, whereas guys are, for the most part, usually just this is it, this is the point, this is the most how do I say it, like,
it's the most affectionate I'm gonna be.
No, not affectionate, like fact of the matter type thing. Like, you get what I'm saying? There's a word for it. And I don't know. Logical. It's just logic. Yeah, because you just apply logic to stuff.
Blunt, logical, right? Straight to the point kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's also like a very machista thing though, no? Like being too logical.
I mean, yes, it is machismo, but it's also just a thing that's been ingrained in like society in general. It's like guys aren't typically talking about their emotions with each other, whether that's because of the machismo
I tried.
thing.
I got told to shut up.
Yeah.
What?
Learn that anyway. No.
I was like, I tried, and I was like, I got told to shut up.
I was like, what happened?
But all I'm saying is like, that's been ingrained in our society. It's getting better, but it's still just like, for the most part, most guys are just like, bro, just keep it direct.
Just keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Inside Out 2? This relates to this. No. So it's not a spoiler. It's just a moment in like a small thing in the movie.
It's also on Disney Plus.
In the movie,
cool.
Inside Out. Do I have to describe Inside Out?
The first one? No, I've seen the first one.
Well, I'm just saying for anyone that doesn't know, because I mean,
it's a film that plays. It takes place inside a girl's head, and her she has multiple emotions, and those emotions evolve as the movie progresses. That's it.
Yes. I was just thinking, like, is it necessary to say it? Because I was like, I feel like everyone knows Inside
Out. Some people aren't into it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna be real. No, hold on. I'm gonna be real. If you don't know what Inside Out is, what are you doing on the internet? I just feel like anybody who doesn't know Inside Out is either an old ass person that is watching NBC or some shit. I don't know.
NBC old.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
In Inside Out 2, there's a moment where the main character's name is Riley. Her like inside people, her emotions. They have a moment where Riley's in the car and she's seeing a response to something that she's saying, and then one of the characters is like, no, did you see that? And everybody's like, what's the big deal? Like, no, there's something else going on here. And then the emotion gets on the station and basically like analyzes every single like small thing, the tone, the eyebrow twitch, the thing, this and that, and it's like
it basically plays in the factor of like okay. So to add a little more to that statement, because the scene is her in the car with her best friends and they're discussing their future in going into high school.
Right.
Like that's what it plays on. So they basically ask a question and then they lie to her. Yeah. And as like your best friends, like you kind of catch each other's lies, right? But in the movie, it's your emotions who see it, and it kind of like it picks up a flag. So that's what like did
Which
you see that? And then they like
anxiety.
No.
Anxiety is a new one.
Disgust,
I know,
or not disgust. Is it disgust?
It's disgust.
Green one. Yeah, the green one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which she plays like envy and all that stuff, or like jealousy and stuff like that. That's what disgust is, right?
Yeah. So my thing was saying that, like, with what we were saying earlier, or just before, was the whole like, how are you answering that question? It's not that like, yeah, it's a stupid question, but it's not that it's a stupid question. It's how stupid is your answer? Are you gonna give the right one or the right way to give?
He's doing it again, dude.
Or are you
He's looking at the mirror?
Or are you gonna, I don't know, give the wrong answer? Because
I get what you're saying.
There's a wrong way to answer that question. What's he doing?
I don't know,
what is
he's
he
looking
doing?
at himself in the mirror. He's looking in the mirror skinwalker, and he's about to transform in the Harvest Moon.
What happened?
I'm telling you, dude. That dog ain't right. There's something wrong with him.
That dog.
Can I pet that dog?
He knows, dude.
That dog.
He knows too much.
Nah, he's just old as fuck.
That's why
the problem.
He's seen too much of the world. Do nothing. He needs to go. He's seeing the in between right now, dude. Look at him.
Can I pet that dog?
They're talking about him, dude. Look, Daddy. He's like, shit, they're looking.
Sorry.
Stop.
I love him.
Take the camera off.
He's bald.
His eyes just start glowing.
Imagine.
No,
the full second.
To add a little context of him, he's annoyed of being in here, but some random fucking kid let a little like a guinea pig loose out into the street.
Oh.
From let me give you some that's just a background,
right? A guinea pig, like
an actual like a guinea pig, yeah, a baby guinea pig.
Okay.
I guess from what they saw in the video, like you see a little kid like from the cameras, he turned the thing around and he like shoot him. Like I think he was a kid and his mom or his grandma. Because piece of shit people, like why have pets if you can't take care of them?
They're not even hard to take care of.
Long story short, there's a part of my house. They're not. Long story short,
they're high maintenance pets. Yeah, you gotta be careful with them. My
dad looked it up and it said that they're actually one of like the best like first time pet to have because they're so easy to take care of.
They're like really high maintenance. I have a couple friends.
I think those are chinchillas, no?
No. My friend, she had to give up her guinea pigs too, but not to like in the middle of the street, to like people that she knew. But she had like, I think like 3 guinea pigs.
Yeah, you're supposed to have a big space because they get stressed when your enclosure's too small.
Big space. You're supposed to have more than one because they get lonely.
You have to be very considerate to them, and you like have to really baby them. So I think that like high maintenance in that sense, where it's a lot of work, like it's a lot of attention compared to like a dog or a cat. You know, I feel like compared to the two, they're a little bit more like hands on than hands off.
Sure.
Yeah. So, long story short,
but you should never let a guinea pig out in the open like that.
Yeah, it's fucked. It found its way into like a little part of the house on the outside that used to connect to the backyard. And he was there, and he was like hiding under some brick, like in the little like area. And because my dad like heard like little like whistles, basically the noise they make. The little like the little noise. Yeah. So he was like, "What the fuck?" And then he went and he found it, and he like got a piece of lettuce. He started feeding it, but I told my dad, I was like, "Dude, it's hot. Like he's gonna die out here." So he like was able to get it to walk into a bucket. Now there's a big ass cage in the living room. Like a big cage. Like they bought a bunch of stuff.
Dude.
Like he has this little water tank.
Dad.
I was so worried about.
He's here chilling now. Like, and then Thor, my dog, he fucking. He gets up on the cage. He gets on the cage to look at it, but because his natural instinctions of like, what are you? Let me grab you.
Sniffing.
Is he tries to bug? Yeah, he bugs it. So like, he's annoyed of being in here. But I'm like, you don't listen. You're the only one out of all the dogs here who's not paying attention. So now you're in here with me.
Listen, the way he fucks up his toys, I don't trust him anywhere near that.
I don't either. I wouldn't either.
Pictures of the guinea pig. I want to see what it looks like.
He's brown
right here.
He's like dark brown with like light brown color. Yeah, I'll send you a picture.
It's just so the audience can see too.
Yes. I thought that we were delivering that. I thought you were gonna tell us that Thor got to the guinea pig, or something. I was so worried that story was gonna end badly.
No, so he's just annoyed of being in here.
Are you guys gonna keep the guinea pig, or are you gonna rehome the guinea pig?
We're hoping my sister-in-law takes it, but my brother doesn't want it, so
I was gonna say rehome it. To be honest, rehome
that's
it.
Your best bet,
unless you're planning on getting another one or something. But with this one with the space that it takes up, and it's also a big cage. Again, it's right. The maintenance is there, and you already have a lot of animals. I don't think you want to add more.
I would like find someone online to take care of it. Honestly, not like
we're seeing if like my sister-in-law will take. She wants it.
Oh, okay.
My brother's being a hard ass about it. So
he should just say yes. It's a guinea pig. I mean,
that's what I said. Then he's chill. Like he doesn't do anything. I literally watched him grab a carrot and just eat it, and I was like, "That's cute." Yeah,
guinea pigs are so cute.
But this little fuck is trying to bug him.
The way that you were explaining like how it got lost or whatever, it sounded like something out of G-Force. I was like, it's like
basically
fucking G-Force movie. Oh my god!
I was like, it's gonna be that guinea pig that has a scar and shit, and like has a tragic backstory.
No.
And he's a baby. He's a baby. He's very tiny. Like he's very tiny. He's a whole baby. Like and my dad, like he let my dad carry him. Like my dad grabbed him and he was like holding him like this.
If you just keep him, you guys gotta get him a friend. He can't be by himself.
Yeah,
that's so sad. That or rehome, so somebody that has one already. So you know.
We're seeing right now, but for now we have him. We bought his food. We bought like the little treats for him, and like we bought the hay, so he's like in. We don't know.
Oh, okay,
I'm just saying.
It's hard to tell.
It's just a general. Yeah, it's just a general. Like I think we automatically say he.
No, I was just curious if you guys just knew. But
the only reason why we don't want to keep it is because my mom doesn't like rodents.
That's my
so
mom.
she gets the ick from it, like she gets icky. So she's like, it's cute, but she's like this from the distance, like yeah, it's cute.
Bro, the other day I went to Lowe's and I was just walking around and some lady walked in. Low key, she looked a little nappy. I won't go into anything else.
Okay.
Bro, she had a full on like rat, but it was like you could tell it was like a domesticated rat
Cool.
on her shoulder,
Just a
long
possum?
ass tail going down her back, and I was just like,
Gnarly.
you're
That's cool.
simultaneously the coolest and also weirdest person I've ever seen.
That's cool.
But
I
it was cool.
I always laugh at like how TikTok basically released that idea of like, yeah, I can own a raccoon, and people literally fucking own raccoon. I mean, look,
Dude,
You can
like, I'm-
apparently, dude. That's
I was gonna say it's been a thing for a very long time. People in the South have definitely owned raccoons.
exactly.
Like that's a given. It's just now it's more mainstream. So people are just chilling with like I always laugh at the video of someone's like just me and my homie chilling. He's like eating cereal. His raccoon, his raccoon's just sitting, just eating some shit like on the bed, like sitting like a person.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, that's your homie.
They're so cute.
They're
They
so
are.
cute. Don't get one. They're hella destructive.
Yeah.
Yeah, they rip your shit apart.
Mm-hmm.
Little,
Or you're gonna have to wait.
little violent bastards.
I like them. Little violent bandits.
Little violent rappers.
All right. I like how we just went into guinea pigs and raccoons after talking about whatever
Kink?
it is that. Yeah, I think so. It ended up going into like dating or some shit. I don't know.
Yup.
Hold on while he's doing that really quick because I want him to hear this next part.
Oh, okay.
Because I saw. I don't know if you've seen. We were really quick because we are into spooky season, and right now that we talked about the Wendigo and all that shit, or not the Wendigo, the Skinwalker and all that crap. It just spooky season is here, and I saw a TikTok, and it was basically this woman, and I guess she was building a new fence around her house or something like that. Or
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about the one I saw. Dude, I saw some creepy ass one. Continue.
Maybe it might be the same one, but she was digging, and she ended up hitting something hard,
Bones.
and she was just like, "What the fuck? Weird." So she kept digging around it, and discovered a rolled up carpet.
The carpet. I do know about this a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was found under her in her yard.
Mhm.
And she stopped, obviously, because don't want to touch that. That's fucking weird. So she called the cops to come check it out. Cops initially were like, nah, we don't want to really deal with that. Like, it's probably nothing, right? Eventually, they ended up going, and they brought in cadaver dogs. I think that's what they're called. Yeah, basically dogs that are trained to sniff around for human remains. And twice,
two of them.
they did a hit. So basically, one dog goes in, smells. If they sit down on the spot, that means that they found, well, they smell like human remains or something.
Oh, damn.
So the first dog did it, then the second dog went, and same thing in the same spot. So yeah, they did, I guess, a whole investigation. Supposedly, the rug had nothing. It was ended up being a false hit, like by the dogs, and the girl had asked the cops, like, how is that even possible? Like, why would they both hit on the same spot? And the guy said, oh, it's because if there was even like a nosebleed or something like that on the carpet at some point, the dogs would have
Like
smelled
any sort of DNA.
But that's what tripped me out, and I'm thinking the girl's also kind of skeptical, but I'm just like,
Yeah, I don't buy that.
I don't buy that. I
Why?
don't. I'm like, because how the fuck? Like, that rug's, like, from the looks of it,
dried up
had been there for a long ass time.
Yeah, old
Like,
dried up
long.
blood spot. I mean, it depends. I feel like what sounds more believable is somebody died in it. Maybe they didn't bury them in it, but they had them on it, and then they hid that because it was evidence.
I think the cop just said, yeah, the cop said, like, if someone like had a nosebleed, compared to saying if they wrapped the body on it, the scent's still there, like, type of thing, you know,
They
like
wrap the body. They could have also just like gotten stabbed or some shit. A bunch of blood got on it, and instead of wrapping them in it, they got rid of the body on it by itself. But then they're like, well, we got to get rid of the carpet, and they just buried the carpet.
Right.
It's still weird, but it's just like, that was like a little bit of spooky shit that I saw earlier.
No.
And I don't know. I guess she's also experiencing some haunting shit, like her computer just like completely.
Well, she kind of opened up the box. Yeah, like you disturbed the resting
remains.
You disturbed the resting spot.
Dude, right now she's going through a horror movie, and we're here talking about it.
Yep.
The one I saw was the lady who she works at home hospice.
Nope.
Basically, like the lady
Nope.
the lady hasn't moved in like an X amount of years.
Nope.
Oh, I
And
know what
wait.
you're talking about. I just got
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
don't
on
know
this.
what you're talking about.
And then the camera falls. So she's like watching TV, and in the video, like you see her like she's watching TV and she like falls asleep.
Okay.
Like through the camera, you see her fall asleep, and then it's off her phone because she had said she had experienced weird things, or she had heard things, but she didn't know what it was. So she left her camera mounted, like next to her, but she fell asleep. And like when like you see her like you know how you can tell if someone fakes it. No, she genuinely falls asleep. Like she fast forward, like you see it fast forward, and she passes out. Camera tumbles over, and it's standing in a way where like it's facing a mirror, but that mirror is reflecting to the hallway, and you literally see somebody like walk like kind of all fucked up, walk up like towards there, and then like she like walks away.
Sick.
I think she says something. I think the old lady.
Does she?
I think
Like it
so.
sounds like a whisper, like
I think she,
something's
like-
being
I
whispered.
think she like grumbles
chills.
or like just gargles. Says something. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
you can hear.
It's
You can
like
hear. Yeah.
gibberish. And I think I read
Yeah.
the comments too. Like I saw that and I was like,
I always read the comments are like, who else is hiding here?
I saw the comments and I think somebody was like, I would have thrown a pillow so fast at her old ass head and said, "Go to sleep, Margaret." I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Hell,
I need to see.
hell,
Yeah.
no, dude. You got me 5
I was
ways
like,
to Sunday fucked
I
up.
have-
That is crazy.
So my dumbass, because when you see it, it's in the dark, right?
Okay.
Like you like the photo that's shown or whatever the fuck. Like it is a photo. Like it's part of the screenshot of the photo. My dumbass fucking screenshot it, and then I like saturated the image to see, and I was like, yo.
He said computer enhance.
Basically, bro, the shit here. Let me see if I can find it. The shit that shit. I was like, there's no way this is fake. I was like, there's no way this is fake. I was like, this shit looks so scary. Let me see if I can find it,
Bruh.
bro. That shit it terrified the fuck out of me. Like seeing it, I was like, I was like, I don't like
I
it.
saw one recently that was the same one, and it was a girl that was like actually in bed with the camera on her. She was like, I don't know who this is. I think I forgot what it said, but it was basically like I think she said, as far as I know, I'm supposed to be home alone. So everybody's gone or something like that. And it's just on her. She looks like she's freaking out that she flips the camera. You just see someone just like at the door frame with a hat and
Oh
long hair
no.
just staring at her. And then she zooms in on the face and you can see like a face of some man smiling or something like that.
No.
Jesus.
I want to see that.
I gotta find it. I don't know if I liked it. I might have not liked it because I was
Bruh.
so scared. It
Oh, here it is.
spooky.
That
found
shit
it?
was scary. Yeah. Let me show you. Hold on.
There's this one.
I love spooky shit.
There's this
understand.
one channel that I follow specifically. It's this girl.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, so this is basically like the regular image. Let me see if I could fucking get her to focus. Let me see. You can't see anything, right? Like there's nothing here. But that
I
person's
see
like
that.
right.
Yeah,
that person's
I
like
see
right
it.
here, right? Okay.
Uh-huh.
So let me show you the version of it. Fucking where I like. I was like, wait, and I literally started fucking just saturating the shit out of it.
Enhance. Enhance. You know what I did get into recently? Scalp psoriasis.
Ew.
Scales.
I know what you're
Okay.
talking about.
Yeah,
I
dude.
know.
That shit is
So-
gnarly.
Gives me the ick.
So
Yeah.
this is once again unsaturated. Oh look,
Oh, that's saturated. Oh,
Yeah.
sick. I can't. It's not really focused.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
but-
you can't really see it. It'd be the saturation blurs it because it's a screenshot
Right.
of the actual like thing.
Mm.
But like that lady's supposed to be. Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
there we go.
She's looking at her like,
Sick.
draw me like one of your French girls. And that's
Yeah, the thing is, I
that's
fell
the-
asleep on my
the
phone
result.
recording. I'm a caregiver for a lady that hasn't gotten out of bed or even walked in 2 years. It's just me and her in the house.
How old is the lady? I need to know these things.
I don't know. I mean, she's a caregiver, so she's probably an old person.
Well, no, because hospice doesn't necessarily have to mean old. Because that lady doesn't look stupid old, you know? And okay, this is just me going off of personal experience because where I work. Everybody that I've seen that's like bedridden has stupid like skinny limbs, especially their legs, because obviously they're not using them. That lady is just looks like she still has calves still, and after 2 years, at least I think, I don't know, medical opinion aside.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but the way you see her walk, like she like it's like very like very like weirdly like odd steps. Like you could tell that person hasn't walked.
It's giving.
This is just me, skeptic me being like, it's a bit, or that lady is just faking it for the insurance money. I don't know.
It's a bit. That's funny.
That's funny how it's a bit or insurance money. It's not like,
bro,
it could be real.
You'd be surprised how many people fucking do that shit.
Do you guys remember that fucking Spanish like comedian who decided to do like a Halloween special and go to a cemetery?
No.
And he came across like a lady in a white veil, like randomly. Like you see him running, like they're in the middle of the night, the car's on, it's just them, and I think he's in Mexico or some shit. This is where he's from. I forgot where he's from. He's somewhere I think he's Central American or something like that. But anyways, he goes and he runs with his cameraman, and his cameraman doesn't do that shit where they aim it down. No, he's like aiming it up, watching, and you can see him kind of like, you can see it come into image. But like he starts talking to her from a distance. He was like, hey lady, like, hey little girl, like, do you need some help? Like, why are you like straight out, I was like, why are you here? Like, there's no reason for you to be here. And not in those words, obviously he says it else like differently.
Listen, just a quick thing. Never will I ever do anything like that for the plot.
Yeah.
Never.
So like it's like the way this person's sitting is like feetled up. Like you can hear her crying like this, and then like he says it like the third time, and she does this, and like you hear him like like you know when you can tell people are like genuinely afraid, like the general like it doesn't sound made up. Like there's no way you can act that level of fear, right? Like he starts running, and keep in mind he recorded this for his television series. Like this is like broadcasted to TV, and the way he starts screaming, yelling, cursing, and like you can hear like the agony of like fear in his fucking heart coming out. Like dude's about to shit himself as he's running into the car. Like, and the crying stops, and they like drive off. And then they interview him a couple times, and like he till this day, like he even said like, this shit made me stop wanting to do anything ever again. Like I'm good. Like after that, he like completely stopped doing anything on the road type shit. Like he was just like, I'm good.
I'm good.
Like I can't do this. I'm not doing this.
I'm not
like,
built for this.
Yeah, no. And then like, and keep in mind, like he's a Spanish comedian. So like it was supposed to be a bit. Like he was like, this was supposed to be a bit. This wasn't even supposed to be real. Like he said himself, he's like, we had something like goofy planned, and this happened. And like, yeah, like till this day, it's one of those videos where people can't debunk.
Spanish, Spain, or Hispanic?
No, Hispanic.
Mexico. Do you know the country? I don't know.
No,
who's the comedian? I'm just curious.
Why does it matter, Richard?
Because I need to know who.
Why? He likes debunking.
Yeah, because I just don't believe it.
Watch.
Skeptic at heart. I'm sorry.
I sent you guys the TikTok that I was talking about earlier.
My phone is charging.
Damn it! I fucked up by searching that fucking Ready or Not video. The first thing that popped up was Ready or Not. Real Marines destroy the hospital map.
Sick.
Breach.
He's breaching.
Breach.
Breaching.
Breach. Oh my god.
That was me being flashbang at the breach.
If you want to know what that looked like, just look at the video real quick.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot that there are people that are just audio only.
I think that things that happen to Hispanics.
What?
Like people who like things that happen to things that happen to Hispanics, like in sense of like the scary shit is always a lot scarier than like my house is haunted and I can't sleep for days. Like that one little doll that one's in Mexico, I think, that like walks with you. You ever seen that one?
No, dude.
Creepy.
You've never seen? Oh, I gotta show you guys these videos, dude.
Biggest skeptic, bro. I'm sorry.
I think this is where Steve reaches peak unk vibe. I think this is Steve's.
Dude, these are old. This is like old, like horror shit. Like none of this is new.
About this, young man?
Yeah, because I've never heard about these before.
Yeah, no, like, and like some people like stand next to her. So the thing is, like, people say that this lady's a witch, and the doll walks with her only. But anybody who try, and like she shows, like everybody's like standing around going like this to it. Someone picks it up and there's no batteries, there's no remote control, nothing. They try walking next to it and nothing, and then she walks next to it and like it walks with her.
No amount of
and it's also like it's one of those porcelain dolls. It's not like a plastic toy or anything like that. No amount
of my disbelief will ever have. Will you ever catch me lifting a doll that is walking on its own up? You'll never catch me doing anything like that. You're lucky to catch me in the same vicinity as something like that. That's crazy. Even if it's fake, I don't know. I don't know if it is or if it isn't. I don't want to find out the hard way that it isn't. Fuck that Chucky shit.
Nah. You know, okay. Every time we talk about scary dolls or anything like that, always Haunted Museum is the first thing I think of when we went. Oh, and yeah. They have I remember the doll's name.
I don't remember the doll's name either.
I do.
Peggy.
Yeah.
What is it?
Okay, I wasn't gonna say it, but it's fine.
What?
Peggy.
Got Peggy.
I was like, bro, how many times do you want me to say
it? Anyway, the whole thing is that it's encased in a thing, and you're supposed to say hi and bye to it or whatever. And yeah,
stupid Brian.
Still the biggest skeptic. But I remember that day specifically, our friends from Texas, specifically our friend's girlfriend at the time, was very hardcore believer, and I think your ex as well, Steve.
It was Mexican television.
Sick. Your ex-girlfriend as well was also a hardcore believer, and they were just like, out of respect for both of them, I followed every rule because I was just like, I don't want them to blame me for anything that they think might have happened later on or some bullshit, right?
Richard, because of you, I got in this car crash, you son of a
exactly.
bitch.
6 years later, and I'm like, oh, my bad.
Me.
But
that would be me.
I found the video.
That's cool. But yeah, that whole thing, like just going into that thing and seeing the doll, and it was just like, oh my god, we're fucking stupid ass monkeys, dude. Like some of this stuff, it just reminds me like we really came from a common ancestor as monkeys, and we're smarter, but are we really that much smarter?
We're smarter, but are we really that much different?
Mm-hmm.
No, the answer is no.
Okay, so anyway, you found the video.
Yeah, I found the video.
Cool.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. I'll show it to you guys later.
Spooky.
Okay.
But sick.
Yeah, I don't know. I
like shit like that. I like horror. Well, do I genuinely like go out of my way to try to like fucking ghost detect and shit like that? Fuck no. Like no. Like
that's
things that are more like, if I can't physically see it or experience it, is more terrifying than somebody with an actual fucking gun. Like I would react more scared at like the shit that I've experienced even here in my house compared to like if someone tried to break into my backyard. Like I wouldn't freak out.
I feel like if anything paranormal would happen to me, I think I would just think, really? Like that's usually like it's like
just gets mad.
What are you gonna do? Like kill me? Okay.
Bitch ass ghost.
Really? Like you're
bitch ass.
You're not gonna spend all this energy on someone else that's a little bit more worth it for you, bitch? Really? Okay.
Yeah, but
maybe I would assume it's homophobic. I'm gonna be honest. Not to be like
that's crazy
homophobic, but like that would have to be the reason that I would think, because it's like Me?
Are you haunting me because I'm gay?
All of these ghosts are from like the 1800s and shit. I don't know.
They're all homophobic.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But if it was somebody with a gun or something like that, I feel like my response is more like,
do it.
Sure. I mean, I feel like I feel like I can understand you when you say like, or yeah, when you do say that you are more afraid about something happening that's paranormal than like somebody with a gun. I feel like for somebody with a gun, you have more options, or like you kind of, your options are limited, but you know them, you know? So it's like,
I think your brain just has a better way of like rationalizing what's happening compared to like an actual like paranormal thing happening around you. Like if you were like for example, like if Richard's door swung wide open, right, and there's a dude with a gun, like he'll be afraid in a sense of like startled because you don't know what the fuck happened. But if the door swung open, the door's open and then a fucking shut slam, like to him it'd be like it's the wind, even though there's no wind. I'm like, you're not in Florida.
No, I'd just be like, what the fuck? All right, weird.
But I'm like, what I'm saying is like your brain rationalizes things differently, right?
I guess.
I think mainly the reason why I use that extreme thing of like a man with a gun is because I've said it before, I grew up in a military household. Like I've been conditioned to these things. Like guns don't scare me, guns don't make me nervous. Like I think I know how to properly react in situations because of like the conversations and the things that like I've like experienced even with my dad, like, you know, the fuck. So but I think because paranormal shit, even my dad can't explain shit that's happened to him, and it freaks him out to this day. Like, and like this is a man who saw fucking people strung up and saw people fucking obliterated. Like he lived and survived war. Like he went through all this shit, right? He went through the fucking trenches of God knows what the fuck else he saw. There's shit that he won't even talk about to this day because he's like, no, like as a human being, you're never supposed to see this, but I did. Yeah. And then for him to like see, like to experience paranormal shit before and after that, like, and him not know how to properly explain it and still get chills from it, like because there's no real explanation to it. Like it's like, yeah, like, you know, I have a sense, I have a source of like why maybe this is real.
Okay, so two things. First of all, I think it's different going from like seeing hung up bodies or all of this graphic shit. That's all different because it's there, it's tangible, and all that's really you're having to deal with is just the emotions of accepting and seeing that. That's it. Whereas with a ghost or whatever, or anything paranormal type, you're just like, it's more of the fear of the unknown, that you're just like, I don't know what that was. I don't know what I'm hearing. I don't know what I just saw. And my brain is just going into overdrive thinking of all of these crazy possibilities. And now I'm just scared because I can't pinpoint what I think it might be or whatever. That's what I think it is.
That's funny. Both, sorry to cut you off. Both these, like, because I found the other one. Both these videos, like, they're all somewhere in Mexico.
And then second point, a lot of this shit, especially like things that happen in Mexico or these rural countries. I saw somebody tweet about it. It's like all of my believing in that went away when I realized most people there don't have glasses. They more than likely have vision impairment because a lot of the population does.
Can't afford it.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, it's just true though. Like, I saw a child, I swear. I'm like, sure you did. Bro can barely see 5 feet in front of him. That's all I got. It's true though.
True that.
All right. All right. Anything else to add? Because I'm just gonna fucking cut this.
No. Cut what?
The podcast. I was just gonna go into final remarks.
I thought you meant like cut the segment of the conversation. I was like, that's crazy.
Oh no, I thought he meant that he was just gonna cut like that's the end of the video. I thought he was just not gonna do the final guard thing. I was like, oh shit, okay.
No, that's fucked up.
Okay, yeah.
All right, well,
yeah,
okay.
no, it's all good. Yeah, I was like,
my
what do you mean?
Final little words on that. Maybe you're a skeptic, maybe you're a believer. Either way, have fun this spooky season. We're gonna go into final remarks and recommendations, whatever you've been obsessed with for the past week that we actually finally got. What's it called? Yeah, whoever wants to start.
Hi.
Okay,
my name's Lee. So for recommendations, it's media and like a mixture of songs that relate to the media. Heartstopper season 3 came out. It's so good. It's a Netflix show. It's the European gay kids. They're so cute. I love it. My TikTok's been filled with everything about Heartstopper season 3 or Heartstopper just in general. But the Heartstopper depression has kicked in, or it did kick in. It's not as bad now. But everybody was saying how they have been avoiding watching the new season because, like, I think it's because when you're watching something like that, for me personally, I'm hit with the feeling of like, oh, I wish my family was like this, or I wish I had this kind of like youth or whatever. I feel like it's like you feel nostalgic about a life that you didn't have, but a life you wanted, you know? So it's like, it's cute, makes you feel bad, but it also makes you, I don't know, for me, it's also like, man, kids nowadays are going to have so many like things to reference or to like learn from. And that's so cool. It's such a good show. I really love it. I love it so much. I cried, I laughed. It's great. So the music is actually the Spotify playlist, Heartstopper official playlist. It's super cute. I like all the songs that are on there. It's just super bubbly, super soft and sweet and shit. And some of it's gay. It's a gay show, so it's cool. I like it. So there's that, and I think that's it. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? No anime or anything like that. No. I think that's all I got. Heartstopper season 3. If you haven't watched the first season or the second season, you should watch them. They're very, very good. It's very cute. Worth it. Cool. Final regards. It is spooky season, so indulge yourself in some spookiness. Yeah, I think it's fun. Even if you don't believe it, I think it's just always a good time.
Yeah,
it's just part of the season. And that's about it.
Cool. Steve, go.
Final remarks. Have fun. The season's about fun. Even if you're a scaredy cat. Don't go weird ghost hunting. Be a weirdo. But have fun. Have fun. If you have any spooky stories, share with us, please. That's my
and live stream it and then make it into a VOD. It just sound like fun.
And then it'll become a movie in about 10 to 15, 20 years.
My final remarks, if you have anything spooky, please share with us. We'd love to hear it. We love hearing spooky shit ourselves. As far as music goes, Cloud 11 by Thuy, They. She just dropped her album Wings. It's so fucking good. But that's a song. That one, and what's the other song that I like? What You Gotta Say.
She just did a collab with somebody. Who was it?
She just recently did a collab with
Damn it, I know.
I'll tell you right here.
What You Gotta Say with Blast? Is that what it is?
Oh, Blast. Yeah, it was. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I saw that.
Is that the song though? The other one?
No.
Cloud 11. Oh yeah, What You Gotta Say and then Cloud 11 are the ones.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about her previous collab, which is another big one, but yeah. But yeah, those two songs, they're a fun time. She's a great artist. I fucking love her.
She's a good artist.
Yeah.
Yo.
She's hot too. But yeah, that's basically it. I actually saw two things. Saw the Joker. That was pretty mid. I did like the ending. Don't care what anybody says. The ending was great. And then I went to go see Omar Apollo, and that was fucking fun. He is a great singer, performer, and artist, and I respect
I
it.
saw him twerking his bones.
He did twerk his bones at the end of it.
On you. Even if it's a pancake, you still got some dough in the middle, baby.
And he's just fun, dude. He's such a like lively fucking like artist.
He's a good performer.
I love it.
Good.
He is. He's fun.
Good performance.
This is the first time I officially saw him live, so this was dope.
Nice.
And then it's funny. I saw a TikTok that same night where he was like, dinner with my only other gay cousin. And it was literally him at his mom's house. You can hear his mom talking to somebody on the phone, as all Hispanics parents do, is they talk on the phone, loud on speaker, and they're yelling.
Mm-hmm.
And then like he's like showing his food. Then he shows his cousin. His cousin's like, he's a hungry bitch, and like he shows his empty plate. And I was just like, he had literally just came back from the Hollywood Bowl from performing, cute. And I was like, that's fucking hilarious.
Nice,
cute.
Yeah, yeah, that's it for me.
Cool.
Sick.
Alrighty. Let's see. I got 2 songs. One I'm gonna recommend that's just chill. It's called Deer Island by Yacht Club. Deer as in deer, like the animal. Yacht Club, amazing band, and I think I am just gonna fucking commit to it, and I'm gonna buy the ticket, and I'm gonna go when they're out here in LA. Yeah, I like their shit a lot, so just go check them out if you haven't. And then second song is gonna be a complete flip from what's it called?
Yacht Club?
From Yacht Club, because it's what's it called? It's metal. We're getting into spooky season, so I'm like, fuck it, why not? And it's nothing that it's not an obscure artist. It's not an obscure artist. It's called Engine Number 9 by Deftones. Obviously, great band, Deftones. Great song. Just start getting you into that spooky mood, that walking through horror nights type of mood. So, yeah, it's a good song.
That's a douche.
Huh?
It's a douche on Spotify.
Sure.
The album art for the song.
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. It do be a douche. Anyway,
not the moco cleaner.
Not the. What was I gonna say? Yeah. Final remarks. Like I said earlier, it's spooky season. Have fun whether you're a skeptic or a believer. If you're a skeptic, it's just fun to go out and see all the shit. The creativity, at least, of what people come up with for costumes and things like that. So, yeah.
New York is the funnest place for that shit. I can't wait for the TikToks.
I wonder if anybody's gonna die in Japan this year around.
What?
All right.
Remember how they died last year?
It's
a stampede.
Oh. That was Halloween?
Yep.
Yes.
Sorry, move.
Anyway.
It was Pungi. Or Shibuya.
Yeah, go out, have fun this spooky season. That's it. So again, like we said at the beginning, like, comment, subscribe.
So annoying.
Ring the bell, just because we, like I said, we are gonna be putting out videos soon of other spooky shit at some point. I don't know when, but it'll be coming out soon. And then yeah, recommend us, share with all your friends, with demon all your demon children, like that one when they transform back into a human after during a full moon.
Him.
Loki, you know, he reminds me of Winnie, like from Alves, the cow.
Why? Because he's big?
Winnie.
No, because of his eyes.
Winnie.
So
cute.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. You can check us out on all the socials down on the bottom. And yeah, have a good one. Stay safe. We'll catch you guys next week.
To make you love me.